Hello and a very warm welcome to Crucial Choice. Well, we hope you're liking what you've seen so far on the only show that offers careers and higher education options for high school students. We have covered many fields of study and brought you insights to the kind of careers that are available and the kind of lifestyle you might have if you pursue that particular career. Before you jump into a career, do give lifestyle a thought. For example, if you want to be a doctor, can you handle calls in the middle of the night? What about going into a surgery and dealing with blood and gore? Punctuality, so many things to remember, so much pressure. So when you're choosing a career, you're also choosing a lifestyle. Today's episode covers another very popular choice of career. It is a well sought after career. It is also a parent's favorite. And there are many different streams to this well-liked and respected term. Yes, we're going to talk about engineering in today's episode. With me are three young bright minds who are going to tell us about the career that they have chosen. Let's start by asking you to introduce yourself.
My name is Ma'ab Sheikh. I'm 18 years old and I'm Sudanese and I'm currently studying at the American University in Dubai.
My name is Om and I'm 17 and I just recently graduated from the ISC curriculum.
My name is Divita Paria. I have just graduated from the Millennium School, Dubai.
Let's start with our mechanical engineer. What made you first realize that you are an engineer material?
Okay, so a large part of my inspiration was my family. My parents specifically, they didn't put any pressure on me throughout my high school years. So it's not like I was under the Indian stereotype of pressure from parents. But I chose mechanical engineering because my dad was a civil engineer and I've spent a lot of years on the construction sites and looking at floor plans and building plans and all. So that was a huge part of my inspiration.
Great. So it's almost as if you have engineering in your blood.
Yeah.
You were born to be an engineer.
I guess, yeah.
I'm really interested to know a little bit about your mindset when you were at school.
As I grew older, I started developing a passion for physics and math and those science subjects. So my professor actually in high school encouraged me to try to pursue a career in engineering because it would suit my interests more. Engineering is all about problem solving and finding a solution with whatever you have in hand. There's also a creative side to it. It's not all just logic and black and white. You also have to think out of the box at some points and try to be more creative.
How did your parents feel?
Okay, so the first reaction was why? They kind of wanted me to get into medicine or something that's more girly. So they were kind of skeptical at first, but then when they understood that it's something that I'm passionate about, they were okay with it.
Divya, what about you?
I'm planning on filming, more specifically directing. And for me, it was very, very, very tough to convince my parents.
This reminds me of that movie, Three Idiots, and there's a character in there that wants to be a photographer.
Yes.
Is that similar to your?
Very, very similar, except my mother was more open-minded than my father. And it took less convincing to finally let her know that yes, I am truly passionate about what I want to do.
Tell us a little bit more about what was he not convinced about? Why this resistance to you doing something which I presume you'd shown you had a passion for?
The future, my future after I do this. Because you can get into any college, you can do a degree, but what will you do after it? Will you get a job? Will people know you? And so my father has heard that many people struggle to do this, but it's just part of life.
Perhaps your father's concern was, will it pay you enough? Will it support your lifestyle? Would you say that was some of it? And if that was some of it, how did you convince him that I can make money out of this?
Money, yes. Income can be a problem. Jobs can be a problem because this is not like you go to a fixed place and then do it over there. You have to hunt for jobs and lot. But for me, the more important thing was my happiness, that I should be happy what I do, no matter what I earn, even if I earn 1 rupee.
I can see where he gets his filmmaking ideas from, right? He's a natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's like breaking the conventions, and it's a great thing.
Yeah. So you followed your passion as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you'd encourage
definitely.
other
Yeah.
students to do the same?
And yeah, definitely, because like something like engineering, like you need the curiosity to do it. It's not like everyone can do it. Yeah, so it's like if you don't have that, you're either going to drop out, you're going to do bad. So it's better to be planned at first and then go ahead with whatever you want to do, because it's a life-changing decision.
I was really interested in engineering, and I found out that APU provides a course called mechatronics, which is a mix of electronic and mechanical at the same time. The good part about being in APU, other than having more than 120 nationalities, they are actually accredited under the Board of Engineers in Malaysia, which is also accredited by the Washington Accord.
It's now crucial time.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, who'd like the first question?
I think I'll go for it. Yeah.
What refers to a metal combined with one or more other elements?
Okay. I'd say it's an alloy.
Excellent. The answer is alloy.
Yes.
Mab? Yes. In the typical functional organizational hierarchy, the chief engineer reports to...
Can I have options, please?
Maybe like options. Okay. General manager, finance manager, marketing manager, or the manufacturing manager?
I believe it's the general manager.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Mr. Filmmaker. Okay. Which is not an intensive property of thermodynamics?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I would say pressure.
Excellent. I'm really impressed. Well
Thank
done. You should maybe switch to engineering.
Oh no.
Okay. One more for you.
Okay.
Sublimation is a direct change from...
Can I have the options, please?
Sure. Your options are liquid to gas, solid to gas, solid to liquid, or liquid to solid.
Don't mix it up with evaporation.
It's either liquid to gas or solid to gas. I'll have to guess for this one. Solid to gas?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You don't look convinced.
No, I think I'll stick with it.
I believe it's the right answer, yes.
Well done, both of you. Congratulations.
Okay, I am
Well done.
lucky.
That was well done.
Thank you.
Where do you see yourself in 4 to 5 years?
Yes, well, hopefully I'll be done with my bachelor's degree by then, and I think I'm going to try to get my master's somewhere, hopefully abroad. And I would love to study something not related to engineering. For example, I can get my master's in business.
What career choices do you think might exist for someone with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering?
Car companies, factories, we have Siemens, we have Ford. So those companies, I believe, are willing to hire graduates or like undergraduates who don't have that much experience.
What sort of salary expectations should one expect?
So in dollars, it would be about from $2,000 to $5,000.
I'd say like there's a huge range in the jobs that you can get. So like the salary varies a lot. Like the beautiful thing about engineering is it's an evergreen field. It's never going to go away, right? So like even after the graduation, even if you get your degree and then things don't go your way, you know that you're going to have a stable job. So it's like one of those fields.
Would you not like to work for a little while after your bachelor's degree?
Like there is this notion that like if you choose to work after your bachelor's degree, like some people they never come out of it. You're either like too committed or like you don't feel like studying again. So if you're fully set on doing a grad degree, you might as well go straight directly to the grad school after undergraduate.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. And also, if you're willing to secure a job that pays well, then you have to think of, going more and studying more, because it's a competitive field, right? So if you're willing to secure a good job, you have to make sure you have your master's, maybe a PhD, why not?
Divya, would you like to add to something that your friends have said here?
So for me, to be honest, earning bachelor's is very important, but earning master's, I can still wait for it.
Typically, the gap between a bachelor's and someone pursuing a master's degree in your area would be how long?
I believe, it depends on different people. Maybe if they can afford to go straight to masters, they might as well do that. But then, I want to do small. Maybe I can earn money, and then through my own earned money, I can complete a master's degree. So it depends on different people. I can't really say about that.
We run a lot of creative programs here at APU and APIIT in order to fit into the creative industry worldwide as well as locally. Students who graduated from computer games development, for example, or VFX program or the animation program, they work at the computer games company locally as well as internationally. They also work at production houses, pre-production, production and post-production work. They're also involved in making movies, making film.
Like I mentioned, engineering is a serious choice to study. Choice of your university is equally serious.
So I was confused between electrical and electronic engineering and mechanical engineering. So when I got to know about mechatronics engineering, I researched a lot and I found out that it's a combination of 6 engineering fields. APU is one of the universities which are offering mechatronics engineering currently.
From the day that we were first established, we had a very strong commitment to the employability of our graduates. Indeed, that was part of the charter that we were given with the establishment of the college as it was then. And since then, for the past 20 years plus, we've managed to secure 95–96% plus in professional employment among our graduates. This isn't by accident, it's by design. It's a primary objective of ours that we are producing graduates who are going to be productive in the workplace. And it's very pleasing to see people build careers over time in their professional fields. Very contemporary building, reflecting modern teaching practices, but also, as for our previous campus, a strong connection with industry. So students will find it fairly easy to move from this setting into their professional settings. From the time that we were first established, we've managed to graduate over 40,000 students, and they have gone on to very senior positions in industry.
Academic quality has always been a very big part of APU since the very beginning. We take care of all of the student work through a team of about 35 different examiners from all over the world, including the UK, China, Malaysia and across Europe. As part of our quality, we've also been ranked #1 in Asia and Malaysia for the multicultural student learning experience by iGraduate. As well as that, we also have 5 stars by the QS ratings in the areas of facilities, teaching, inclusiveness and employability. Employability is one of the main factors within the work that we do at APU. We make sure that everything that we do in Malaysia is equivalent to the UK standard, and with our examiners we make sure that that standard is equivalent to the rest of the world. That ensures that all of our students get the best possible education that they can in Malaysia at a much more affordable price than maybe other parts of the world.
The student admission process at APU is quite straightforward. Please go to apu.edu.my. You can submit an online application and our admissions team will assist you throughout the process. We also offer merit scholarships for the students who are coming from O-levels, A-levels, American high school, as well as various international boards from various countries.
The reason why I have chosen Malaysia to do my higher studies is because it has one of the best economies in the world. The reason why I have chosen APU as my university to do my studies is because the course I'm doing, cybersecurity, it's only done by APU.
We are about 11,000 students from over 120 countries. So outside class, in your class, you meet people from different backgrounds, different cultures. You get to know them, you learn their cultures, you meet their traditions. It's an overall experience.
One of the things I really love about this university is how they bring people from every culture together. And we do this by having events for every different nationality.
It gives me a platform. It gives me the basis through which I can actually work my way to the United Nations.
I love Malaysia because Malaysia gives me the opportunity to live my dream. I love Malaysia because Malaysia have the weather very close to Brazil, and this for me is very good.
Where are you going to pursue your higher education?
I will be attending the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Companies like Microsoft, Boeing, Rolls-Royce, they all recruit from there. So I feel like the work experience will be equally as good. And most importantly, the social life will be, I look forward to the social life because I'm not going there to study, I'm going there to make an experience.
What did it take to get a place?
I'd say that first of all, you should pace yourself because the application process is a huge one. There are essays, there are tests, there is profile building. So there's a lot that goes into the US application system. And second of all, you need to juggle your US application process as well as your school because they care about your grades equally as much. So like if you're stuck with the applications and your grades go down, that's a bad thing. Third of all, your essays. I'd say writing was my strongest point. So, and my transcripts were great as well, but I'd say it was the essays that really pulled me through. So I'd advise everyone to be as open as possible. Joke in your essays, just be yourself because there'll be a lot of grade A students who you'll be competing with. And it's up to the essays and your extracurriculars that will make you stand out.
Divya, what about you? Have you researched options in Malaysia?
So when I researched my universities, I have searched for Asia Pacific University, I have searched for universities in Dubai, in Canada, in United States, in United Kingdom. But ultimately I have chosen Los Angeles Film School.
Interesting. What made you do that?
It is one of the most amazing universities. Many people who have graduated from there have excelled in what they do, and there are many people who have gained so many jobs and they are top at it. And it is also in the center of one of those biggest entertainment industries of all time, Hollywood. So LA Film School will be one of the most amazing in that.
I bet that helped with convincing your dad as well.
Oh yes, it convinced a lot.
Okay. Matt, so you're at the American University in Dubai. Yeah, tell us about the degree program you're pursuing and some of the advantages.
Well, of course, studying electrical engineering at the American University in Dubai is not an easy task. We take courses such as math, physics, circuits, and it can get kind of challenging with time. But I believe that the faculty there, the student body, everyone is very supportive and they do provide a good environment for you to study.
Did you consider going abroad?
Studying here in Dubai is actually more convenient, it's easier. Studying abroad can be a bit challenging, especially that I'm the first child that my parents would be sending abroad. Yeah.
Interesting, great. I believe you're on a scholarship too.
Yes, that's correct.
How did you get this?
Well, I'm on the Mohammed bin Rashid Valedictorian Scholarship, which is a 100% scholarship that's awarded for valedictorians from selected schools. And so I had to work really hard in school to make sure that I get a high score and be the valedictorian, in school. And also I had to write a personal statement to apply to the university. I had to make sure that I have a handful of extracurricular activities that I can also talk about in, an interview and so on.
Well, friends, that's all we have time for. I want to thank you for coming in today. Really enjoyed having you on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come.
We hope you're finding this information useful. Do continue to send us your questions on choice@crucialchoice.org. And yes, don't forget to visit the Malaysia Education Expo from the 14th to the 16th of June. Thanks for watching. This is your host Raj Kapoor bidding you ciao for now.